Alrighty, so the new final boss for Zahard is out because the collab is here, and yeah, we have a couple of teams that I wanted to show you guys first. There is a collab team which uses the new collab characters, of course, for points, which honestly, this boss is pretty easy, so if you're not worried about going for like high scores and stuff just to get the rewards, you can farm this guy pretty fast, but there's a couple of human teams that you might be able to use that actually have pretty decent point potential here. So the first team that I saw whenever I first got on was this team right here. It doesn't use any of the new collab characters. It has Mikasa in the back, but this one is just incredibly fast. You're obviously not going to have the stance cancels and stuff like that for the actual missions or whatever, but it's super easy, super quick to farm with. It's literally just an easy 2-turn. You basically just throw out the bond combo right here on turn 1, and then just whatever other card you want to. I typically like to throw out the Roxy card right here, so that way we can just go ahead and get rid of this thing, because anytime we create, because we have Roxy on the field, we're going to get that little bit of extra pop damage. So there is phase 1 down. Pretty simple, pretty easy, and then in phase 2, as you can imagine, you literally just bonk them with Escanor. So we'll just throw out the Escanor cards here and the Roxy card for good measure, but that is literally as simple and easy as it gets. I mean, you literally just easy 2-turn. I mean, you know, it is, you know, you might not have LR Escanor, or maybe you don't have some of these characters, I don't know, but the fight itself is not hard. It's pretty easy, and you can see I got 5,000 points just from doing that right there, which is insane that gives you as many points as it does, considering how fast you do it. So, I mean, if you have this team, you might be able to get a pretty decent score. I think that I was in like top 3% or whatever. Obviously, it's still day 1, so that could end up going down quite a bit because of, you know, other players using different teams and stuff like that. You might end up past or whatever, but it should give you at least a pretty decent score nonetheless. So the other team itself is more of the focused on the actual like points and stuff from the missions here. So you can see remove stances 2 times from the enemy using skills with a stance cancel effect. Just so you know, he does have a stance in turn 1. I actually don't know. He doesn't have one in stance or phase 2, so you're going to have to use. You're going to have to kind of stall your way through phase 1 a little bit if you really want to get that one done. The second one is a little bit more difficult because he's green and you only have one red character with this, and because Viol is, you know, he has a debuff card and a buff card, that means you only have one card that you can use to attack him with, and you need 5 of those to be able to get that done. So I did not end up getting it on the first one, and I actually didn't end up getting 2 stance cancels off, and I still got 5,800 points, which was better than the previous team. So if you can stance cancel twice in the first phase, that's great. That'll give you more points. If you can get the 5 type advantage cards, obviously that's great, but maybe a little bit more RNG heavy. Clear with the only humans on the team, that's fine. That's already completed, but from the beginning, and then clear last attack has to be human as well. Also going to be done from the get-go. Okay, so we're going to actually take the attack pieces off of these characters because we are going to end up doing too much damage with them, like if we don't. So the idea here is, if we, try to, we got to hit 5 times with Viol if possible, which that might be kind of difficult depending on RNG. But we also have to stance cancel twice, which means that we need to be able to hit him without him taking too much damage. So let's go for the attack turn 1. I don't think these cards do too much damage, but I really don't want to merge this card. Hopefully this doesn't merge, so that way we can actually get 2 stance cancel cards. So, okay, not too much damage there. I do still have her attack gear on, so just know that she's going to be dealing some okay-ish damage. Okay, 2 stance cancels, and we get an extra attack card with Viol, so that's good. Okay, attacking Mikasa a little bit. I'm not too worried about that. Doing basically no damage to us at all, so we're not even worried about it. So let's stance cancel. I think I'm going to go ahead and throw this out, and then we can maybe just stall for the rest of our turns until he puts on another stance. Because I'm basically just trying to get as many of these attacks off as possible, and then we just gotta we have to stance cancel at least twice. So, okay, that's really good. We get another attack card from Yuri, or from Viol. And then if we can get one more and maybe get his ultimate as well, we should be able to use that as an attack also. So let's go for just a bunch of nothing here. He is going to ult us, but it's not going to matter too much. Maybe, actually, I just move cards for him, so that way I already got his ultimate ready to go. So he's going to hit us here. Not going to do anything too crazy, of course. He does attack Mikasa quite a bit, so maybe it would be better to throw on like a Tarmiel link on her if possible. But shouldn't be that big of a deal. So he has the stance on now. Let's go ahead and stance cancel. Throw this out. And then I don't really want to try to get ultimates for Mikasa. That won't get our ultimate, but at least it'll get rid of some of... I guess I could have thrown a card out as well. Might have been better, because I don't know if this is going to kill or not. We're on turn 4. We get our ultimate. I guess we can just use the ultimate this turn. Try to throw out some other cards to try to draw an extra attack with him. Ideally, I think you want to have a level 3 buff card for him to finish with, so that way you have extra stats and stuff like that, but I guess it's just going to be a little bit of RNG there, so let's throw those away. We are going to draw Mikasa's ultimate, which is going to clog our hand up a little bit. I actually don't know if you lose ultimate move gauge going into the second phase on this one or not. It does not look like it. We do get the Viol attack, though, so that's really good. I almost want to just buff attack and then ult to finish, because we're already on turn 6. You don't really want to go too many turns, of course. So, not a whole lot of damage there. This ultimate's okay. 1/6, so does leave him with a little bit of HP. If yours is higher than that, you might have a little bit better luck. Probably just gonna have to move cards here, because if we use a card, it's not gonna do as much damage. Or like we only can use one card to actually deal damage here, and I think moving cards gets you better points. So let's move this to merge those. You get 3 points for merging skills or whatever, or moving them. I don't know who would actually be better. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Yuri would be better to attack with, because the collab units are buffed for this. So boom, only 83k. I think Mikasa would have actually done more than that, but we did get the challenges done. Okay, so 6.5 is actually not too bad. It's not crazy good, but what percentage does that actually put us at? Because it's actually not too bad. Okay, that's actually way better than I thought. I don't know why. I was thinking it was like way lower, because these were 7k. So that puts us at rank 29. So, cool. Which I'm sure we could maybe even try to min-max that a little bit more. So, not too bad, honestly. I mean, obviously it's day 1. I'm probably going to get pushed out of top 100 pretty quickly if I had to guess, because it's just, you know, it's within a couple of hours of the update releasing. But that is pretty much it for the, you know, the teams and everything. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this was a little bit helpful. Obviously, be careful with your gear and everything, because you're not going to want to do too much damage, or else you're going to absolutely annihilate the guy. But yeah, either way, that is pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any team suggestions or anything for this, like for people who maybe don't have these teams and stuff, feel free to leave those down in the comments below, because everybody's kind of like got their own accounts. They're missing different characters and stuff like that. So if you've got a points team that's maybe not human, or like doesn't have collab characters on it, or whatever the case may be, throw it down in there. It'll probably help somebody out. So thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe. I'll see you guys later.